Hi, welcome to Pictures, Notes and Words. I'm Hedgy, and you're not all gonna like this. In fact, I'm not sure how many of you actually are going to like this. This is a band called Immortal. They're from Norway, and this really is black metal. Immortal have had a pretty rough ride from critics, whether it be professional critics, fools like me, or just the general public, of which I am the general public, let's face it, because some of their videos are hilarious, unintentionally hilarious. They did a video to one of their songs, and the title's, I think, something like Bark at the Moon. That's an Aussie song, isn't it? Bark of the Winter Moon, Night of the Winter Moon, you'll find it. Something the Winter Moon. So look up Immortal Winter Moon, you'll find it. And the video's terrible because it was probably made for about £3. This one's better and was made for a bit more money. But we're talking about Norwegian black metal here, so we're talking the full. I even hesitate to say corpse paint. I mean, it is corpse paint, but the way these guys do it is very stylized. And I am no expert on black metal, I'm no expert on anything, frankly. But I love this song. I've got this album. So this is not, as you'll see, it doesn't say reaction on it. Though I always react to Immortal. It doesn't say reaction on it because this is one of my opinion videos. This stuff's difficult to do, I think, and it's certainly difficult to do well. A lot of black metal is recorded on a potato, so it sounds terrible, and it's done that way on purpose because it's kind of anti-establishment, isn't it? So, you know, we're just going to do, it's an underground thing, and they want, a lot of black metal bands want to keep it underground, which means recording it on cheap, not very good equipment, and so you get all this like horrible rumbly muffly thing. This one's not. This one's recorded properly. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I like this. And like I say, if anyone's watching this just out of interest, there's a good chance you are not going to like this. I'll just put it on. I just love this. And I have no idea why. I love it. I love this. I don't know why. This is what raises it up, I think. This just takes the song to another level, I think. Available for birthdays and weddings. I realise a heck of a lot of people who see that don't like it. If you watch my video on how to get someone into metal, you'll see I go on about there are levels of metal, and unless you start lower down in the intensity, you won't understand anything further up. I'm not pretending to be an expert. Really, I am not. I'm just an opinionated English person. But because of my 40 odd years of listening to music, and I'm 51, but obviously I'm not counting the first 5 years, say the first 6 years, but by 7 years old I was listening to Yes, so that's, it's kind of advanced. But my 40 odd years of listening to music have given me, I think, a good enough grounding that when I hear something like that, I can understand it, I can pick it apart, I can hear the melodies, I can understand the differences in the where there's a key change and stuff that changes the mood of the song. So a lot of people will hear that, I think. If you're not used to that sort of thing, a lot of people will hear it and they will just hear and nothing else, and they just you can't process it. and they'll just think that I just don't like it. I just don't get it, and I don't like it. And that's fine. Even people who know their musical onions won't like it, because of course it's not for everyone. It's black metal, you know. But I think I understand it. I think I can hear the nuance in it, and I definitely like it. I don't need to think about that one. I know if I like something, and I like that. I like the whole album that comes off, but that one stands out, and of course that one's got a nice video to go along with. Nice video, what am I saying? But it's got a video to go along with it. Yeah, I just wanted to put it on my channel, really. It's another facet, isn't it, of metal, and hopefully over time we'll get to all of the different genres, whether we like them or not, and whether I like them or not. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that on some level, and I hope you'll come back and see some of the other videos, because they won't all be like that. And I'm almost apologizing for it, which is wrong, because I love it. But I understand that if you don't like it. How's that? And I'm sure Immortal themselves will understand if you don't like it, because they know who and what they are. They know it's a niche audience, black metal. I mean, in that middle bit, I was going to stop then. I've kind of thought of something else. That middle bit, that, you know, black metal, in my experience, doesn't really do that sort of thing. So it's progressive, you know. For a black metal song, that's progressive. There's a lot of songs out there, it's just a blast beat and a noise and a dirge. So, you know, I think this is the more accessible end of black metal. But I am no expert on black metal. In fact, if you do like it and you do have some recommendations of bands that aren't just recorded on someone's phone in a basement somewhere, you know, that sound good, and have got some good musicianship and good writing involved, please let me know, because I am always open to expanding my experience. So thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, I'll see you again. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.